I'm headed down Pearl Lake Drive off of Pettingill Road, coming in from the north towards Pearl Lake, coming in from the Leelanau side of Pearl Lake. Coming through some nice tall trees here. Road's paved coming in here. I think I see a deer standing up ahead. Let's see, you can see it right straight ahead of me. Right there, standing there. Oh, there it ran off. Not at all uncommon up here. Oh, there, look at that one's a buck. That's a decent buck there. Maybe a 6-point. Let's see if we can still see him standing out there. Don't see him. At any rate, we're approaching the entrance to Pearl Lake Estates, where we've got a lot for sale. 126 feet of frontage, and price is $175,000. To the left here is, this is Wagner Road, which is a gravel road that goes out to County Road 669. Coming up on a cul-de-sac here, and as we approach the cul-de-sac, the trail that goes off to the right over there, that leads out around the west side of Pearl Lake through state land, and eventually we'll go back down and hit Fowler Road. So now we're going in through the entrance of Pearl Lake Estates. Be a private road at this point. You can see we've got a little bit of rain falling. Some nice homes here, and coming up on a lot that we have for sale. Actually will allow for a nice walkout basement setup, south-facing exposure. Through the trees there's another drive that goes up behind, so we've got a nice building site up through here, anywhere along where this road is. The drive was already in here to it. Be up to the new owner where they wanted to situate the house. South-facing exposure is a nice feature in that it allows you to take advantage of the summer or the winter sunlight. As the sun sinks on the southern horizon, you get more of the warming from the winter sun. So nicely treed lot, as I said, 126 feet wide. Price is $175,000. Nice neighborhood of quality homes, large homes. It's a very quiet lake. Does not get a lot of high-speed use. Pontoon boats, kayaks, canoes, small boats, things like that are the primary use. Walk down through here, down to the waterfront. Looks like it's starting to rain a little harder. We're on kind of a bay here off of one of the arms. This lake has a number of arms. It's kind of looks like an amoeba in my opinion, spreading out with different branches going here and there. It's a fairly large lake, got a lot of shoreline. Probably one of the 10 largest lakes in Benzie County. Probably I would say number 7, number 8. This inner area here, fairly shallow water. The water level is down considerably over the last 7 or 8 years, just to low rain and low snow years. A little soft bottom out in front here, nice sandy beach. As you can see, there's quite a bit of vegetation. Spring of the year, this is pretty much all open in here. In fact, we see bluegills and other fish bedding in here in the spring. Kind of a silty little corner here, but soft enough bottom that you can drag a canoe or kayak out through it. And then as you get out deeper, or if the water were to rise back up, certainly you'd have much better access. You can see that just over here, someone has brought their pontoon boat up to it, so certainly there is the depth there necessary to do that. The lake is surrounded on the west and most of the south side by state land, which keeps it fairly protected. The only development really is along this northern side of the lake and a little bit on one of the arms of the east. It means it's a fairly quiet, peaceful setting, lots of wildlife, lots of ducks, birds, deer tracks down on the beach where deer have come down to the lake. And the beauty of it is that you immediately leaving this property and getting onto the road that goes around the west side, you're in state land. So whether it's hiking or mountain biking or hunting or bird watching or whatever it is that you care to do, you've got access to that nearly out your front door. I've now pulled along Wagner Road a little bit, just to the east of where the lot is, and there's a public access site here where you can access Pearl Lake. I came over here to give a little sense of some of the different arms and the size of the lake. I'll walk down to the waterfront here. See, someone's out here fishing right now. The lot that we were just at is over adjacent to that home that you see in the distance. It's kind of tucked back in behind there. This would be the entrance to that cove right there, and then it tucks on around in there. This is the point that you're looking out at from the waterfront lot that we were just at. Looking here, you can see there's another arm that goes back in beyond that single tree back in there, and actually it's a very large arm of the lake, wraps all on around. And then there's another arm that goes down into that corner over there. So I'm now in the southwesterlymost bay of Pearl Lake, off of a railroad where there is an access point here, and while it looks pretty reedy and weedy, I believe that there is enough depth that you can still get out through there. Interestingly enough, it wasn't more than 10 years ago that this was significantly higher and was mostly open water out through here. As I recall it. The lake wends its way around that point right there and on out, and I'm probably a mile at least from the lot that I'd shown earlier. So a very rich, diverse habitat down on this side, supportive of a lot of different wildlife and waterfowl, and certainly there have been a number of eagles making their home around this area for a lot of years. And it's a pretty spot, entirely different from what you might find in other arms of the lake, but pretty spot.